It's fast breaks. Listen. We back with another one.
Fast breaks, yeah, we coming with the takes. Never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights. Man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands. We run 3-man weeks, Paul, Dre, and Allen, yeah. Way more than a fan. We got love for the game, we don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm the run the fast break, throw me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break, throw me the outlet. We on the break, it's fast break. We on the break, it's fast break. Let's go.
They wanted to play this song twice.
Yeah.
What's up?
Fast breaks, family. I'm deep in my bag like the fries at the bottom. Talk to me nice.
Liberty.
That's why you wearing green? Let's go.
Liberty.
Let's go. New York basketball. New York basketball is lit.
She's making you proud, Bean. I'm not
Say
gonna
that to the
spend.
mic.
She's
that to the
making you proud, Bean.
Point at the
She's
picture.
making you proud, Bean. You know what it is. My name is Rhoda, hostess with the mostest. To my right is that man, Andre. Over there, we got Coach Paul, and in the corner is Alan, the man. We are an ensemble that goes by the moniker of Fast Breaks. Back at you with another audio adventure. Can I get a rebound, please? Back for another Thursday episode. Still coming at you with 2 episodes a week. Popping in for some quick reactions. First and foremost, New York is lit. Okay.
What's happening?
And the last time y'all heard from me, I was lamenting game 1. There's been 2 games since then, and things have gone a little different. You feel me? You're now up 2-1 in a best of 5 with over the Minnesota Lynx. Sabrina Mini Mamba Ionescu hit 2 go-ahead shots late in the 4th, the game winner from the Minnesota logo to give the Liberty a 1-point lead and to win the game. I think we got to put this in context, because I think if you're a general basketball fan, you see game winners a lot and you understand that game winners in the playoffs are big, and you understand that game winners in the finals are even bigger. But you have to understand that the New York Liberty had never won a championship in their existence. You have to understand that this probably is the highest viewership of the WNBA finals in its history. You have to understand that was the biggest shot in the franchise's history. Not just her career, not just of the year. That was the biggest made shot in New York Liberty history. Shout out to Clara Usai and Josai, showing you what proper ownership of a franchise looks like, particularly when you have a franchise in New York.
Excuse me. Thank you, Josai, the man that kicked Kyrie out of.
Thank you. What kind of selective memory? Shout out James Dolan.
I said,
No,
oh my
we're not.
Never
doing
that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
never that.
We're gonna talk about
Never
that.
that.
We're gonna talk
we're
about
not.
that
We're
on
not
Sunday.
talking about
We're gonna
that.
talk about that on
We're
Sunday.
We're
He got a
thinking
bad
anybody
rep.
for the New
Let's
York
talk about the
Knicks.
Liberty.
We're
Let's
thinking
talk
Oh
about the
my
Liberty.
God, never
Let's
in
Yeah,
my life,
yeah,
never in my
yeah.
life will I shout
James
out
Dolan
that
was
man.
kicking.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah. No. Let's
Never
really
in
talk
my-
about it.
So you worried about Kyrie getting kicked out of Barclays, but not Spike Lee getting kicked out of Madison Square Garden?
I was going there actually.
That's
I
what you
was
worried
going there.
about?
Remember,
That's
I was
Charles
working.
Oakley.
That's what you worried about. That's what you worried about?
I was working as a
Let's go
columnist.
Knicks.
I was
That's
working as
what
a
you-
columnist when all that was happening. I was writing
That's
about that.
what you
every
worried
week
about, Paul?
James Dolan.
Let's
now.
go Knicks. I'm not worried about nothing.
No,
James
first of all,
Dolan doing what he's
stop.
supposed to
I'm
do.
not letting
He's
you
been-
co-opt this Liberty talk with Knicks.
You did that with your
Listen,
unnecessary
man.
comments. You did that.
Get out of here.
Listen,
So what's up?
listen.
Yo.
I'm not gonna. All I'm gonna say is I'm not thanking Joe's side, but I'm damn sure not thanking no James Dolan. Thank you, Leon. Thank you, God, for letting the Knicks come together the way they
You
have.
thanking Leon. You gotta
Well,
thank
hold
him.
on.
Dolan.
I was just thanking him
Enough's enough.
for sake of them being a partnership, but let's be clear, Clara Wu-Sai bought the team.
There you go. There you go. I'll thank her.
He is the owner of the team. So can we give some girl boss love at least?
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Shout out to female of color ownership in a major professional sports league. Can we do
You need
that?
more of that.
I see what's
Can we-
going on.
Can we do successful large business in Brooklyn, boosting the Brooklyn economy? Can we do that?
You see what's going on.
Thank
all right.
you.
It's all right. We see what's going on.
Anyway, I won't put too much on it. I'll just say job's not finished.
That's right.
Facts.
It's not. It's not.
By the time the people see this, it might be.
That's a big fact, actually. No, people are tuning in tonight. We got people live. What you saying?
That's
Well,
a fact.
Outside of tonight.
Job's not finished. I will be in attendance at the watch party at an undisclosed location, but if you are a season ticket holder, then you know where we posting up on Friday. So you'll see me in the building in my usual attire, easily recognizable. I'm the one that's on the Jumbotron all the time. You know me. You know Ro from Ro. Yeah, man, I'm hyped. The Yankees pulling out a big win in game 2. Close to maybe doing the same thing in game 3. We're live right now against 5 in the top of the 10th, 2-man on Anthony Volpe at the bat. We're not gonna talk about
Then the top of the third.
LGM.
For tonight, I want to just talk about, we're a week away from the season started. We've had some preseason games and footage. We've had some preseason interviews. We've had some preseason drama already. And I just want to get a sense from you guys about how you feel about the tone that's being set for the season this year. I'm going to have a few examples, but just generally, I know you've probably been mostly locked in on your teams in preseason. But in terms of, if you've been paying attention to the whole league, how do you feel like the tone and the energy is heading into this season 2024-25? Alan, I'll start with you.
Like the league overall?
Yeah, just how the energy, the tone, how the networks are coming. We're going to talk about the networks at some point, but I see the way they're posturing themselves already. Just overall the feel of the league, sort of what the tone is being set coming in. We had starting 5 premiere, so we have behind the scenes footage rolling right as the season starts. Just everything that's going into it. How do you feel about the energy that is being set for this season?
It feels good, honestly, to me. It feels kind of like fresh. I feel like there is no I don't know a better way to explain it, but there's no like championship hangover. Like I feel like not a lot of people are coming in thinking Boston's about to just come in and like dominate again and get straight to the finals. So it feels like fresh in that sense to me. That it feels like a lot of teams feel like they got a shot, especially the Knicks and Bucks specifically. It feels like they got a shot. So I'm like excited for this season. I think the parity is still up in the league, which has been like the last 5-6 years or so. It feels like a lot of teams really do feel like they got a shot, and it feels fresh. It's a couple teams I'm like more excited for than others. The one thing I'm not really getting the sense of is I don't know the best way to describe this, but like there's a couple teams I want to see like make a leap this year and like jump. I feel like I'm not getting that kind of energy, whether it's because I haven't seen them like maybe like content from them, or like maybe I just haven't had a chance to see them in the preseason yet. But I haven't seen like an energetic jump from like young teams. Specifically, I'm talking about like someone like the Hornets. But we can talk about that when the season gets started if we do like a preview and stuff.
Word. Dre, how you feeling? What's the energy like? What's the vibes?
Man, I've been seeing a lot about Klay Thompson bricking shots.
Facts.
That's a
That
fact.
really gets me tight because I was talking a lot last week about how effective he was going to be.
We
So
really
to
broke
see
it
my
down.
take immediately, to immediately see my take go into the garbage is getting me tight.
I mean, it's just preseason. You know.
No,
Do we have to give him grace? Because maybe these are shots he's never
Yeah.
taken before.
New team.
that's
Yeah,
fact.
new team
Nope.
preseason.
No, but
many
these are
bricks,
shots.
man.
These are
I'm
shots
sorry.
that build his career off. You know what I'm saying?
Too
Like,
many bricks.
that's what's getting me tight. That's what's getting me tight. He's looking like Julius out there, bro.
Oh man, shout out Clay. He was in Ghana getting down, back to his roots.
That video was real. I saw a video of him dancing.
was
Was that
facts.
real?
It was in Ghana.
Oh, it's for real?
It was
Where
not
was it?
Ghana.
Where was it? It wasn't Ghana.
Where
It
was
was Cameroon, man.
Cameroon.
Oh,
You're
it was
right.
Cameroon.
You're right. It was Cameroon.
When's the last time Joel Embiid?
No, that's a fact.
it? What's the last?
Birth?
I was
His
wondering why he was
birth?
laughing like this.
His
That's
birth?
what
I was wondering why he was laughing like this.
People are saying that Clay represents Cameroon more than Joel Embiid.
Hey yo.
No, but they're not.
Shout
wrong.
out Michael. Shout out Michael Thompson.
Yeah, that's a
if
fact.
you catch my drift. Shout out Michael Thompson.
Right.
Paul, what are you thinking? How are you seeing the vibes? How are you seeing the tone being set as a coach? Do you feel like mindsets are where they need to be as this preseason rounds to a conclusion?
Yeah. Nobody's afraid of the Celtics. That's
Not even a little bit. Can we
That-
just?
that's-
Can we
that's the only
actually laugh at
takeaway.
Is
this?
that true?
Yeah, nobody.
Yes.
Ain't nobody afraid of them.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think
I would see
everybody recognizes that
Mm,
it's on Tatum now, and he has the motivation.
Why though? Why is it on Tatum?
I mean, he didn't perform that well in the finals that he won.
Did
in-
Jaylen Brown die though? Like he's still there. You still got to deal
Who's
with
the
him.
best player? Let's get this.
No, but
like-
your narrative building, you're acting as if the season hinges on whether Jason Tatum gets back to himself or not, as if
No.
Jaylen Brown has gone anywhere.
No. I never said that. I never even alluded to that. All I'm saying is
mm.
Jason
You said it's
Tatum,
on Tatum. Why is it on Tatum?
It's the season isn't on Tatum.
Okay.
His standing in the NBA is
The
on-
NBA is on
his
Tatum.
legacy.
That's correct.
his legacy is on him right now. That's what I mean. Like, I'm not saying it has to be him to win the chip, but I'm clearly not, because he did not play well in the finals for the most part.
Man,
But-
he did everything. We're not going over this again.
Yeah, whatever. If you're the best player and you're shooting badly,
That's a
your
big
team,
deal.
your team must be very nice for you to end up winning that chip.
We
But,
dissected that. We dissected that.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's what I mean. Like, I think everybody recognizes. That's what I said. Everybody recognizes that, it's his season. Like, everything is set up for him to take over for
The league.
for real, right?
The league.
I- Yeah, the league. But I think between him and Anthony Edwards, but Anthony Edwards just because he's young and he's nice. But I think that everybody recognizes that, like Alan said, anybody could win. Nobody's afraid of the Celtics because
Okay.
everybody has confidence that they could win.
So let me throw out some things that piqued my interest in terms of tone being set. And I'm gonna start. Well, for me, I'm gonna start with the negative. People are copping pleas already.
You think so?
People are requesting bail already. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Come on, man.
Requesting bail is crazy.
Giannis Antetokounmpo put together in an interview the other day a stronger bail package than Diddy.
Nah, man.
This man said in response to talking about the pressure on the Bucks to win a championship this year, this man said that, yeah, that's what it's all about. And he said, I'm under no assumptions that things are just going to stay the same. He said, if we don't win a championship this year, I might get traded. I don't think anybody's safe. So, if we don't win a championship this year, I definitely expect some things might change around here, and that might involve me getting moved. Did this man just soft launch a trade request?
Yes.
They absolutely did.
It's not look. It's not the first time he's done it.
It's not. And last time he did
Yeah.
it, he got a max contract out of it.
Right. I'm not afraid. Look, I stopped watching Giannis interviews, bro. Like,
You stop watching it?
I
Does he get
stopped
some weight?
watching Giannis interviews. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying there's no narratives that you could grab from it, but at the end
there
of the
are.
day-
There
there's
are.
plenty. There's plenty. But at the end of the day, it all means nothing because he's not going anywhere unless he requests a trade. I don't think he's gonna go that far.
I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of chatter and a lot of AI imagery placing him on the Mavs.
The bat that doesn't even make
No.
sense. That doesn't even make sense.
I'm just
The
telling you. what I've
Mavs.
seen. Him and Luca would have the most fearsome.
Cleveland,
Pick and roll
enjoy
of
that
all
one. That's
time.
your last win in this series.
Say it again.
Cleveland, enjoy that one. That's
Cleveland
your
won
last
the
win in this series.
Yankees.
Oh, it's
versus
over?
Cleveland.
Oh, my game not going too well either. I'm watching it right now. But anyway, yeah, I'm
Man
like,
took off his hat for this.
I want to see Giannis make jump shots. That's all I care about.
Man,
I don't care about what he
forget
does.
on the court. We're
Man.
talking
Who
tone
cares?
setting.
He
We're
won a
talking
chip
tone
without
setting.
it, man.
We're talking tone setting.
No, he won a chip.
As a projected contender in the East with 3 All-Stars on your team. What are y'all
including
taking
him or
from
three?
three including him?
Okay.
What are y'all taking from him saying, if we don't win, I might get traded? Does
No.
that not support what I was saying last year? For me, this is a building
Yeah.
off of his statement saying it's Dame's team.
Yes.
How in the hell is it
You know who
Dame's
this
team?
sounds like?
Now,
You know who this sounds
now
like?
he's saying if we don't win a championship, I might be the problem. They're gonna have to move me.
You know
What?
who this sounds like? You know who
He's
this sounds like?
advocating responsibility every day.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
You know who this sounds like? I remember the year, I think it was 2015. I remember early on, Kevin Durant kept going around being like, nah, Russ is the best player on this team.
We said this.
This
We
is
said
Russ's
this.
team, man.
We
Listen,
said this.
Russ is the best player on this team.
Mm-hmm.
And that man was out the very next year. That's, you know what I'm saying? Giannis is trying to do the same thing. That's,
He's
you know,
shifting blame prematurely.
prematurely. He said, look at, and you know what's funny? This is funny because he didn't do it to Chris Middleton, but he really don't mess with Dame like that. Apparently.
It's crazy because he could do it because he's already won one. But how can you be the champion on the team and say that you might be on the trading block if they lose?
Giannis is a troll that's not funny.
He is definitely a troll. He's definitely a troll.
But he's not funny.
You know what he
So
is?
that's
Most
why
of the
it
time,
comes
right,
off the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You know who he is?
He knows that's not. He knows he's not getting traded. He knows
Unless
that,
he asks for it.
unless he asks for it.
Exactly. He has to ask for it. And
But what he
just
was
like Russ said,
implying,
he's
was
soft-launching.
that I will get traded, not that I will demand a trade. You know what I mean? I might be the problem. Like,
He's talking out of both
gaslighting the
sides of his
fans.
mouth. Yeah, he's gaslighting the
He's
hell
gaslighting
out of the
fans.
Milwaukee fan base.
It's kind of crazy. He's gaslighting
yeah,
the
of course,
fans.
that's exactly what he's doing.
Like, yeah, just like you said, Paul. He's not.
I'm gonna say it, and I didn't want to say it last year. I kind of alluded to it. Y'all shot me down. I want to know how y'all feel about it now.
What?
Giannis Antetokounmpo is not who we thought he is. Who we thought he was.
Yeah.
Man.
He's not. He's not
I
that
agree.
guy. He's
Yeah.
the mentality that we thought he had, the fact that he doesn't work out with players in this offseason, and that he's an old school mentality guy, and he's the mentally tough guy, and he wants to do it the right way, and he's not running from the grind, all of that. Aren't him and Dame supposed to be the two like main not running from the grind guys in the NBA?
Yeah, but see, the thing is I think we've been off that. You know what I mean?
But
I
even
think
from his
from last year, I think like, and to give you credit, you're the first one to call it out. But you're right. You've been right.
I mean,
You know what it makes me think of? Let me throw another comment at you that I connect because I like to read between the lines, and this is tone setting as well because Wemby is starting to smell himself.
I can't
You said
put it
Wemby
too
is
early.
what?
Wemby is starting to smell himself.
Oh, that's a fact. He said
And I
some
think
crazy
that's a
shit,
tone
right?
setter for the year as well.
Mhm.
Because I think a Wemby that feels confident and comfortable is a problem for this league.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a problem for the players in this league. It's great for the industry, but it's a problem for the players in this league. He said the other day, they talked about what your biggest, adjustment or what you learned from your first season. And this man fixed his face to say, I looked up to all these guys and, I had a lot of admiration for a lot of the work they put in. And then I got in the league and I realized a lot of these guys are not working as hard as I thought they were.
That's a big
That's
quote.
They're not
crazy.
taking this as serious as I thought they were. That's a quote. He's
That's
talking
fire.
about Giannis.
Oh,
I don't know about he's talking about Giannis.
oh.
That's the kind of
He's talking
How
about
do you know?
That's a fact.
because
Yeah.
think about
How
it.
do you
Who
know?
has been the poster child this era for
LeBron.
I'm not talent? No, listen to what I'm going to say. The poster child for I'm not talent, I'm hard work. This
I mean,
guy's
it's
more
Giannis.
talented than me. This guy's more talented than me. This guy's more athletic than me. This guy's more gifted than me. But what they can't be me at is that I am a psychopath. I am a psychopathic work ethic. I will work harder than all these guys.
Come on.
Who has said this?
Kevin Durant.
No.
no.
He's
Giannis
talented.
has said this. Giannis has said this, but I don't see how any of this takes
Who
away
is the
from
guy?
that.
Who is the guy that said
That's a
I don't want to
throwback.
work? I don't want to work out with my competitors. I want to kill these guys. I feel like if I work out with them,
since he
I
got
feel like
named, though.
I feel like if I work out with them, then I lose an edge, and I got to have an edge. The edge is the only thing that makes me great.
You sound just like it. I'm not even You really sound like
He
it.
be practicing.
All you
So
gotta
think-
do is ask for
You
it.
know,
If you're a Wemby, you're coming in super tall, slender guy with ball skills. I know he says Kevin Durant, but you got to be looking at Giannis's blueprint as well, right? You have to be doing it on both ends, right? And so you come in thinking, oh, all these guys work hard. Think about some of the things we saw from Giannis last year. This man, Giannis, sat in the crowd after he got ejected from a game and told a ref, come get me then.
Yes. But that was just frustration. That was
No. That is a level of entitlement and lack of respect for the game. I can't believe that wasn't covered more. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that
That's
before.
dead
but he,
fire.
left, though. But he did leave. though.
That's mad funny.
Think about him over the game ball. He almost threw hands
He did
with
get
the
disrespected on
with
that
the
game.
entire India. No, but over a game ball, bro. Because
Yes,
you scored
no,
60
yes.
and
That's a
lost.
big deal.
Hold
That's
on,
a
you
big-
lost. You lost.
Nah, man.
Let's talk about no.
No,
Let's
no.
talk about you're a coach. Let's talk
They
about
try
that.
to give it to the rookie, fam.
brother.
Yeah, that's wild.
brother.
That's too
Brother,
much.
nothing I'm saying is characterizing whether or not what Indiana did was right or wrong. I'm talking about where his mind is at. You just lost the game, and y'all been losing at that point in the season,
Yeah.
and you're concerned about a game ball for year 60.
Yes.
Nah, y'all not real hoopers, bro.
Come on, man.
Y'all not
You not
hoopers.
real over Giannis himself? Come on, listen.
bro. No,
Listen,
bro.
listen.
That's what you're concerned about, bro.
60,
It's not
Right
my only
at-
concern, but I'm
Right
getting
after
up.
the game, bro.
Giannis Farrell, he didn't get the last game
Before-
ball where he
before-
scored that much.
Bro, what are you talking to me about right now? You talking to me about game balls?
Yes.
Game balls?
You talk about disrespect to the game?
Fire for that.
Fire fit.
Nah, because you know what the thing is. There was a narrative
Fire
that
for
season because coming into that season, if I remember correctly, people were still calling Giannis the best player in the world. And as time was going
Into
on,
last season?
was it last season?
The
This
game
was-
ball incident?
The game ball wasn't that 2 seasons ago?
No, that was last year,
Yeah,
bro.
that was last
He
year.
He did that in the
That's still
same
so
year.
long ago. Oh my god,
He did that in the same year
'Cause it
that
was
he did
early.
the sitting in the crowd thing, bro.
Oh man, all right.
He
so
was
never mind
frustrated
what I
last
was
year.
gonna
man.
say. That was
Yeah,
so
but look
long.
at the,
I
but
see.
look at the ways it came out. It didn't come out in pushing his team. It didn't come out in him playing harder. It didn't
No,
come
it
out
came
in
out
him
in
taking
entitlement.
his shirt.
You're right.
It came out in
He
entitlement,
pushed his team that
pettiness, frustration, getting your coach fired, and abdicating responsibility. Which are the
He got his coach fired. He got his coach fired. Him alone. That
Are
whole
y'all
team
kidding?
got him
Nah,
fired.
I'm with
Are y'all
Alan on
kidding?
this one.
Are
The
y'all
whole
kidding?
team. No, the whole
bro.
team won.
Why
So
y'all
did
doing this?
LeBron
Why y'all
get
doing this?
The
Why y'all
front,
doing
so
this?
the
Why y'all
LeBron
doing this?
get
to Durant? Are
Darvin
y'all
Ham
kidding me, bro?
fired?
You can't put that on him. The
Oh
front
my!
office
Are you
put him in
kidding?
the
Are
red
you
zone
joking?
from the
No,
start.
I'm not.
That was
No,
crazy.
they
Are
had
you
the
kidding
top
me?
3 defense in the league. They had the second best record in the East. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
second. They did not have the top 3 defense, but they had the second best
They
record
did have
in
a
the
top
league.
3
But
defense.
the
They did
defense,
have
the
a top
defense
3
is the
defense.
reason why. No,
They had a top
at
3
that
defense.
point,
Their
no.
problem was offense.
They went from top
Their
3 to
problem was
bottom to
offense.
like bottom
No,
15.
Allen's right. Their defense was terrible, and they couldn't keep. They
But
couldn't.
actually, it might have been.
inside
It was
whatever.
one of the two. It was one of the two. I'm pretty sure it was the defense. The defense was the issue. It was one of the two.
You can
No,
look them
that
up.
was just
Exactly.
That was the early comments by Brook Lopez and Giannis. But then their defense showed up. Their problem was they couldn't score. They could not score.
They were a whack
Y'all-
on all levels.
And they still
It
still
might
had
have
the
been
third
that.
best record in the East, and they fired the
They
guy
did.
after 20 games. And
You
it was
can't put that
after
on
Giannis
Off
came
of
out,
talent.
and it was after Giannis came out and publicly criticized it. We're not gonna sit here and act like Giannis had nothing to do with this coach getting fired.
We didn't say nothing. We're saying he's not the only one.
No,
So
we're not
did
gonna
LeBron
run.
get
We're not gonna.
Darvin
Yes,
Ham
yes.
fired?
I don't think he was
Yes.
the main reason. I don't
No,
think
no.
he-
Anthony Davis got Darvin Ham fired. In the press conference after the game that we lost, game 4.
So was he wrong?
No,
in getting him. So why was he wrong in why was
because
Giannis
it's the totality. I'm looking at the whole string of your year: pettiness,
Okay.
frustration, abdicating responsibility, getting your coach fired after 20 games. AD got his coach fired after the season ended. The season ended, and he began throwing that man in the dirt.
wrong?
You did it. You did it after 20 games.
I think Giannis is doing what or was doing what superstars in the NBA do. I don't think
Bro,
he did
why y'all
anything.
giving? Yo,
because
Paul,
it's
I
not
can't
giving,
believe
it's
you
not-
right now, bro. You're giving him a pass that you would never give
We're
Kevin
not
Durant. You would
What are you
never give
talking
Kevin Durant.
about?
If Kevin Durant did all those things I just said in one season, you would be asking us to take his Hall of Fame status away.
No, I would not. Because no, I would not. You thought Giannis did not join a 73 and 19. There's a false comparison. What Giannis did is what Carmelo Anthony was accused of, Darren Williams was accused of, numerous others. I think Westbrook was. What are we talking about? This is
Coach did
super.
Westbrook get fired?
Giannis
What coach did Westbrook get fired?
Scott Brooks.
Nope.
Yeah, Westbrook for sure was accused of getting coaches fired.
A lot of people.
Kevin Durant was still on the team when they hired Billy Donovan.
I
And
know.
then they got,
a lot of
and then
people
they, and then
accuse
they got
Russ.
to the and then they got to the Western Conference Finals.
I don't disagree with you. I'm telling you, the
You're
accusation.
talking
is
the
there.
narrative, right?
Say it again.
We're talking the narrative.
That's a fact.
I'm
There's
not
a-
talking. I'm talking about examining, observing, and characterizing behavior. And y'all are telling me about narratives that have been spun about players that are not backed by any observable behavior. We're talking about observable behavior. We have not observed the compilation of behavior in a superstar that Giannis exhibited last year in a very, 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 very long time.
I think you're dragging it.
I don't know.
Why is this man
It's
getting a pass?
Because it's tantamount to Kevin Durant's behavior. In some ways,
No, it's not. No, it's not. During a season, all Kevin Durant talks about and does is hooping. He never criticizes coaches. He never does petty nonsense in the middle of a game. He never seems to be concerned about the wrong things. All that man ever cares about is basketball. Even when he's made questionable trade requests, what does he always say? I want to play better basketball. Now we can criticize what he means by that and whether he's running from grind, but the thing he always is talking about and concerned about is winning and playing good basketball. That seemed like it was not on Giannis's mind last year. He was worried about whose team it was. He was worried about what the coach was doing. He was worried about game balls after a loss.
Okay, all right. So you said he was worried about whose team it was. I think that was him trying to find chemistry. Second, that game ball incident, no other superstar in the history of the league would have happened to.
I was literally going to say he was fine for respecting that moment. I'm not
no other superstar.
It's about respecting that moment. He felt disrespected, regardless of a loss or not. If you feel disrespected,
I can name 5 superstars that wouldn't take that game ball if it came after a loss.
Not if you feel disrespected. It's not about the game ball. It's about the respect
I can
thing.
name 5 superstars right now
They would have gave
that would say throw that game ball in the stands.
Any 5 superstars you're going to name. Any 5 superstars you're going to name, the other team would not have taken the ball away from them. Even if they would have, the other team would not have done that. That's the point.
Thank you.
For all we know, he could have got the ball.
Pause.
You're not going to disrespect me, bro.
You're acting like he had the game balls and the Pacers juxed him. Right after the game, he went looking for it, which is how he learned that the Pacers had taken it back to the locker room, which means before any disrespect, it was on his mind immediately after losing the game. Where's the game ball? I'm saying there's 5 players that are going back in the locker room immediately to tear that locker room apart. Not looking around the court for a game ball before the yellow tape even gets put up around the court. What are y'all talking about right now? What are y'all talking about right now?
He want to
What are
look
y'all
for it. He would have to look
Exactly.
for
I
it.
was going to say, they
other
don't
star-
really look for it.
no,
They bring you that ball on a pillow in the
Okay.
locker room. They bring
Okay,
you
but
that
have
ball
to
on
have
a pillow
gone
in the
there.
locker room.
Listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying. Those players would have had the ball brought to them. They would never go looking for it. The only way Giannis knows that the ball he didn't come back out once he realized they weren't bringing it to him. He didn't go over to the locker room through the back tunnel because when they came to him and said, hey, we don't know where the game ball is, he started looking for it as soon as the game ended. So everything y'all are telling me contradicts what he did. Y'all saying me, oh, they wouldn't have had to look for it. He didn't have to either. He could have followed protocol, went back to the locker room, and waited for people to bring it to him like protocol. But he immediately went to look for it, and that's how he knew they took it. So what are y'all talking about?
The reason he went to look for it is because he didn't even get it the first time he scored that much.
He's
been disrespected as a superstar. Remember when he was trying to practice his
Why
he also saw them
why
take the
you
ball and
worried
give it
about
to
that?
the rookie.
That's still, I still don't. Why are you
What do
worried
you mean?
about
I'll tell you exactly why. Because
It
Giannis
happened,
has a
man.
history. Hold on. Giannis has a history of being disrespected in this league, and it's something that has been documented by him.
how?
What do you mean how?
In what way? Like in what
I'll tell
tangible
you
way has
exactly.
he been?
When guys throw fouls on him or trying to get in foul trouble, they're not giving these soft hits. They're hitting them hard. They're taking the game ball.
LeBron, Shaq, LeBron. When you are big and strong, you get fouled hard. I'm not jacking that.
No,
That's not
but it's
disrespect. That's not disrespect. Let's stop it.
No,
Let's stop it.
He wasn't always that big and that damn strong. Come on now.
Bro, come on. Y'all are copping
They're taking
so
game
many
balls from him.
pleas.
They're telling
Giannis,
him,
bro.
man
Not
just won a
talking,
chip, and they're
please.
trying to give the
You
elite
looking like
Jokic.
Skip Bayless right now. It's not
Man
please.
got off a championship band, literally won a chip, and they're thinking of ways to give the game to Jokic. I'm not hearing
bro,
this.
and that's what it is. Y'all are, because he got one chip and did it in a way that is conventionally pleasing.
Safe.
Y'all are gonna give him a pass for the rest of his freaking career.
I'm not saying all that.
And that's
No one's saying all
ridiculous.
that. No one's saying all that. You're gassing it up. You're
The
gassing
fact
it up.
that the fact that whether or not he received game balls or not is an actual concern of his in a seat. Are you kidding me? That's what we're talking about? Game balls? What? As a level of he shouldn't care.
That's easy to say when you. That's easy to say when you would get the game ball every time. That's easy to say, but when you have been disrespected already, you're like, nah, not again.
That's a fact. It did happen already. That's a fact too. It also
that didn't come from that wasn't just selfish.
Y'all sound nuts and
but
soft as hell.
the fact that none of that happened the first time it happened tells me what you're saying is not true.
That's soft as hell, bro.
But fair, the fact that it happened one time already. The fact that it happened one time already and we didn't hear about it like that. No.
It should never matter. It should never matter.
What I'm trying to say is the fact that it happened one time already and it wasn't that big of a deal tells me that the second time was about like the respect thing that me and Paul and
no, you know what it was about? You know what it was about? It was about grasping for any dignity he had left. That's what it was about.
Why was his dignity getting away from him?
What the hell are you talking about?
Because you brought Dame.
I'm sorry.
You brought Dame in. You brought Dame in. You brought Dame in. You brought Dame in. You immediately said it was his team. Your coach got fired. You're struggling. You're not a top seed in the East. So you score 60. You want that acknowledgement because that's all you have this season.
Seed.
Not after the coach got fired.
Top 2. What seed did they fall to after that?
Like 4 or 5, bro.
The Bucks? I don't think they dropped that low that season.
Wait, you talking about at the end of the year?
I'm talking about at that point.
You talking about where the Bucks fell to?
We're not gonna stand here and act like the Bucks were not a disappointment for most of the season. Like
we just got done saying that they were the 2 seed when they fired the coach. We're talking about the in-season tournament, which was in December.
They got worse after they fired him.
That's what I'm saying. At that point, when all this happened, there was the 2 seed.
So they finished third, 49-33. I don't want to go into particulars. I just don't. We can get off this point. I just don't understand Like we're talking about a champion, a 2-time MVP, a former DPOY, and we're saying that an element for the measuring his respect in the league is whether or not the team hand delivers him game balls after he scores 60 in a loss. Like that's the measuring stick of respect in the league now.
Bro,
I'm not saying that.
I'm not gonna lie. You
That is what y'all are saying. That's what y'all are saying.
No. I'm not gonna lie. You cooking like
You're
Skip
making
Bayless
a
right
big
now.
thing
You're
to prove your
dragging.
point. We're telling you it's disrespectful. That's not the measuring point for us. There are other measuring points, but we're
You're
not
only
going to sit here and be
you're
like,
only
that's not a big.
someone
We're
can
not
only
going to sit here and be like, that's not a big deal.
debate this philosophically. Something is only disrespectful in so much as you care about it.
What?
That's not true.
Something
definitely
is
not true.
disrespectful in no.
Only if
no.
you care about it.
That's-
If you
no.
No,
tell me
no.
my
Actually,
fit is,
no. What do you
That's
if
mean?
not true.
if you
That's
tell
not
me
true.
my fit is trash, but I'm not a person that cares about how I dress, how am I disrespected?
Okay, let me tell you this: if I spit in your face,
Because you know the other
and you don't care
person's
about that,
intentionally.
is it still disrespectful?
If,
Like,
if,
come
if
on.
you know someone's intentionally disrespecting you, you're gonna feel disrespected.
That's not true. Y'all
Yes,
y'all,
it is.
y'all are speaking
That's not true.
y'all are speaking from a mentally soft standpoint, bro. You allow people to
That's
make
not
you
true.
feel a type of way.
Hold on.
There is no action that is inherently upsetting. You have to choose to get upset, bro, because you have attached some sort of emotion to it.
I don't think that's true. If I feel, if
That's
I
a
feel,
fact. That's
There
a
is
fact.
no action that is inherently upsetting.
You have to care and get upset.
I'll say this. I'm not even going to debate that point. What I will
We
say
all
is,
have the homie that gets aggy in the club
hold on.
and is waiting for someone to just brush his shoulder to pop off and start something.
Hold on.
And you'll walk home and be like, yo, bro, what? Like, what would you? Nah, because I don't let people touch me. I let my personal space, bro. Nah, he touched me. He bumped me. It's on after that. It's up. It's up for everything. I don't take no disrespect, bro. And you'd be like, bro, what are you talking about? Like,
Hold on.
That's
But
not
this
the
is the
same
problem.
thing.
Hold on. Wait a second. But here's the problem with this comparison, though. Right? We have been on this podcast and talked about how the quest for greatness, individual greatness, is what makes the NBA great. That quest for individual greatness, right? It includes respect from your peers, respect from your colleagues, all of that. If you in the two of the best games you ever had, you haven't gotten a game ball. That shows that they don't respect you. And as somebody who cares about your individual greatness, that is supposed to actually get you upset. So no other superstar has been in that position because they haven't been disrespected to the level of Giannis by his peers. Run and dunk man. That's Giannis, right? Run and dunk man. Who said that? Harden, right? One of the greatest shooting guards of all time, a contemporary of his. He is not respected the way that a lot of other superstars, not greatest, but one of the greatest of all time,
and you know
in their
why?
position has been.
And you know why?
Hold on, because why is irrelevant? I'm saying he has a right to be mad, and if he wasn't mad, then that would prove that he's soft. The way you call him soft. If he wasn't mad, come on, man, you're dragging it.
Backwards mentality. So
No.
y'all like to roll with high heads, bro.
No,
like to roll with high heads, bro.
This is hilarious.
Not me.
Y'all
I
like
hate
to roll with high heads, bro.
Not me.
That's not
Talking
true.
about he has a right to get mad over something insignificant, bro.
It's not insignificant.
It's not significant to him. It's not significant to him.
Exactly, that's my point. It's not insignificant to him, and that shows me where your values are. That shows me where your values are.
It is not insignificant to anybody.
And you know what? And, no, Paul.
Here's
To
the
your
thing.
point, and to your hold on, Paul. And to your point, maybe that's why he doesn't get respect in the league because he lets petty nonsense move him off his square.
Let me ask you something.
Because his
It's
priorities,
not
because his
insignificant.
priorities and his focus are not in the right place.
It's
Let me
not
ask you something.
insignificant. You know
Let me
that.
ask you something.
Come on, man.
Let me
I
ask
don't
you
know
something.
that.
Because we hear. Hold on. Let me ask you something. Because we see this every time. We see this when we play 2K. We see it in the game. Somebody dunks on you, right? It's just a dunk. It's 2 points. You're not. Your goal should be to win the game. But immediately there isn't a hooper out there that's not gonna tell me go get your lick. That you're not gonna go get your lick back. That don't make no damn sense. It's the same thing with the
NBA
Hold on. You're speaking to competitiveness and winning your matchup.
Correct.
Recognizing that a play was just made on you that gave the other team momentum. And
Correct.
so you're trying to then exact a play on that person to win back momentum. That's a part of winning the game.
but it's
That's
also
a part of being a competitor.
Or could
Y'all are
just
talking.
be selfish.
Y'all are
Come on.
talking about. Listen, Giannis pushing someone, snarling someone, getting physical in the course of a game off of ego and earning respect. I'm all with that. Talking nonsense, I'm all with that. ISOing someone to embarrass them, I'm all with that.
so
Think
your
about remember
problem
what
is that it happened
no
outside of the game.
yes and no one because because it happened outside the game and it was in contrary to the outcome of the game, which is supposed to be the most important thing. You lost the game. Your concern is supposed to be about that fact. We are talking about an accolade recognition, a game ball after you lost the game. So your mind so quickly after losing a game in a tournament, mind you, or yeah, it was part not in the championship, but in like
It was
the
an in season. Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
in a tournament, your team just lost out on all your rookies, all your two-way guys being able to get 500K. And your immediate concern, your immediate thought was, I just scored 60. I just set a record. I want my recognition. I want my accolades. Where's my ball?
That's not an accurate representation of his mentality at that
But
time.
it's a but you have to deduce that when you act that way.
No, you don't.
You have
don't.
to.
No,
You
you
have
don't.
It's
to.
more than that. You know it's more than that. We know it's more
can't
than
be
that.
more than that.
How
can't
can
be
it
more
not
than-
be?
Yes, it can.
Because
How can it not? It's literally not just that.
that's not how you get. That's not. You don't earn no points from that. No, you think. Wait, time out.
What?
I'm gonna ask you
What?
a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. You think Giannis around the league when he did that? You think he earned respect or lost it?
Neither.
I don't
I think
think
he stayed
anybody
exactly where he was.
cared.
And that's why y'all are
honestly don't
wrong.
think either.
And that's
I
why y'all
honestly
are
don't
wrong.
think
And
either.
that's why y'all are wrong. And that's why y'all are wrong. And I'll leave it at that.
Nah.
That's why y'all are wrong. Because if anything, he lost respect because you're crashing out over a game ball in a loss. You look
Man, who,
crazy.
who, in whose mind? Because we can't.
In Pharaoh's
who-
mind.
His
In
peers.
Pharaoh's mind,
His peers.
In
His peers.
Pharaoh's
You're
mind,
thinking
I
about
don't think
fans.
so.
you didn't go up to
I don't
AD
think so.
and be like, "Yo, do you still respect this guy?" You didn't go up. Like, how do you know these things,
Bro, the way you get back after losing a game and people disrespecting you after losing a game is you bust their ass in the next game, bro. You don't crash out over the game ball.
I mean, well, look. Can we look up what happened the next time they play?
I don't care. You crashed out.
Nah, it's irrelevant.
You crashed out. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. You crashed out. You did it. You got in your feelings and you got moved off your pivot over something as minuscule as a game ball. If all y'all
It's
saying
not
Not
minuscule.
minuscule. I'm sorry.
If he
It's
got
not
the
about the
game
game
ball
ball to me.
last
It's not
time,
minuscule.
hold
It's
on,
not
everybody, clear out. If he got the game ball last time, then he would have been crashing out this time. He knows what's customary, especially
Exactly.
for superstars in the NBA.
I was going to say, do me how you do the other superstars in the league. He earned that
That's
right.
a big
So,
fact.
and
Crash- so
Farrell
crash
doesn't
out.
agree with
act
that.
like
That's
one.
why he's saying what
Act
he's
like
saying.
one. Act like one.
You see,
Act like one.
you expose yourself. You see.
It's a two. It's a two. No,
Because you
it's-
don't respect him.
No,
You've
but
been
y'all
saying
are
this
not
for years. You
connecting.
don't respect Giannis, bro. You know it.
No,
There you
I
go.
only lost it fully lost it last year because of what I'm
Like,
seeing.
no,
y'all are
that's
not
not
putting.
true. Because
Guys,
I
y'all-
remember,
yeah,
no,
guys,
'cause
guys,
when we
y'all
were
are not
talking about
putting-
when
We don't have to relitigate whether or not. I'm telling you, last year. Y'all are missing. Y'all not putting the two things together. I'm not disregarding that he's getting disrespected, right? He is. But y'all are not seeing how the way he's reacting to that fuels the disrespect.
It doesn't though.
It clearly is. It
How
clearly
is he
is.
clearly doing that?
if he's still
That's
being,
not. That's
he was
look,
being, it's not
Because
like he was being,
y'all are either
No.
either the game ball was a big deal or it's not. If it
It
was
is
a big deal, that means it was an escalation of disrespect, right?
more like a continuation, not an escalation, a continuation.
Okay. Where do you think
know
that
what?
comes from? Where do you think that comes from?
Maybe where you might think that comes from.
Why do you think out of all these superstars, he is one of them that gets so disrespected? Why?
Now, that's a good
Let's-
one
question.
and
let's-
dunk man because he
It's the
can't
question I've been answering this whole time.
because he can't shoot.
It's because he does stuff like that.
Because he's no, it's not.
But he hasn't been doing stuff.
That's not
like
the
that.
reason. That's
He has been for a few
that's
years.
not the reason. That's no.
Since he won his chip, he has been exhibiting behavior that is beneath him. And since he won his chip,
name
we
them.
have seen the
them
escalation.
again.
I literally gave
You
you
named two
everything he did
instances.
last. I gave you everything he did last season.
And
as just an
everything you
example.
named is a narrative that you created in your head about it. I told you the
How is it a
coach
narrative
incident.
when
I told
it's
you
facts?
the coach thing. Darren Williams, Carmelo Anthony, Westbrook, and other superstars have been accused of
Okay,
the
I'll give you
same
that
thing.
one. Okay, I'll give you that one. Okay. Dame. The Dame comments. Those are words out of his own mouth, not a narrative. The Dame
That's a fact.
comments.
That's
The
a
Dame
fact.
comments.
Hold on. You want to talk about the Dame comments? Kevin Durant with a 73-9 team. With a 73-9 team. With a superstar, a rising superstar.
I know.
So if you want to compare,
A chipless superstar, by
I'm
the
not
way.
comparing. I'm not
no,
comparing. I'm
he
saying,
wasn't even a triplet superstar.
I'm not
Curry got
comparing.
one before him.
Don't
No,
deviate from.
KD
No,
was
so hold
chipless.
on. Stay on topic. We're deviating.
It is on topic.
We're deviating because you're bringing up some other next player that I'm not talking about, and I'm not debating you on your opinions about that. Right? I don't care about what Kevin Durant did. Right?
This is all your opinions.
The Dame comments, these comments that we're talking about that precipitated this conversation, the crowd incident, the game ball. It's been going on. If you, I could go back to the season before. It's not off the top of my mind. I can go back. But since he won his chip, he has been doing certain things. Oh, yo, the shoot around in Philly with Montrezl Harrell the season before last.
How is that? That is a symptom of the disrespect. That's not a cause of the disrespect.
He's practicing
That's
shots
a
over the game.
symptom.
They don't. It's not even a player. You got the support staff coming out, putting
That
out
was a
ladders.
So
while
hold
he's
on.
shooting.
I got a
hold
question. I got a question, bro. I got a question.
my
I'm gonna use an
gosh.
example. I'm gonna use an example, bro. Wouldn't y'all say that level of disrespect Drake gets
Oh, God.
is a result of his behavior, and it's not just objective disrespect? If disrespect continues and the actions you take don't stop it, are they not contributing to it? Because clearly the actions you're taking are not changing anyone's mind. In fact, they're making people double down.
How do you then stop the disrespect?
But
Then?
that's also not
By trying moving a different way.
It's too
No,
early to
you
know
know what
whether
the thing
it,
is?
whether
The thing
his
is,
actions.
We're talking about 2 seasons going on 3 now. He's starting the season making comments like this. He's starting the season making comments like this.
The game ball incident. The game ball incident is something you do not see
Let's get
often.
off that. Let's get off that.
No.
But I moved the conversation.
You want to get off it?
I haven't. I'm moving.
Yeah,
You're not responding to me.
I
You're trying
am
to move.
though.
No, because I didn't talk about the game ball just now. I'm moving into a broader conversation.
I have
Go
to
ahead.
separate the game ball from the broader conversation because
Why?
you're trying to group that in with everything else. And I'm trying to tell you, everything else is customary superstar behavior. All I've learned from that
Bro,
is that
we've
Giannis
never
is
seen
keeping
no
himself.
stuff like that. We've never seen no stuff like that.
Yes, we have. We absolutely have.
You seen a player demand a ref come get him and throw him out himself before and
I've
sit in the
seen
crowd.
a player
You're lying.
Get
I've seen a
First
player
thing-
curse out refs.
First time a ref is different than getting ejected and going and sitting in the stands, crossing your legs and saying, "Come get me."
How's cursing out a ref not more disrespectful?
Come get
What's
me.
with the purr?
How's cursing out a ref
purr?
not more
What's the purr here?
disrespectful?
Because
Is he Big Cat? Come on.
because out of emotion,
No
people
disrespect,
do that.
that's all right, too.
That's a part of the culture of the NBA.
He was emotional then. You talking about
That's
purr,
not a
no,
part of the
now
culture of
Now
the
you talking about
NBA.
emotional is wrong?
That's not a part of the culture of the NBA.
Forget the culture.
You look petty. You look childish.
Man, how
You
is
look
that?
cursing out a ref is
How is
not-
that any
come on,
different? How is that? How many times have we seen LeBron after the game's over? He goes on a post-game interview. He starts taking shots at one thing or another. Starts
And what do
making
people
rules.
say? It's childish.
Yeah, but he still has respect.
Hold on. We're not going to act like LeBron didn't have this issue too, where LeBron was disrespected by a lot of the superstars in the league during his mid-20s. Was he not?
Right to be upset about it?
That was a bad example.
No, it's a good
no,
example.
sorry. No, it's a
No,
perfect
it's a good
example.
example.
Because did not
you.
LeBron change the way he moves? Remember when LeBron was dancing on the sideline and talking crazy?
Moving
He
like
still
Dwight
does
Howard.
it.
No, he does not.
He still does it.
Bro, if you're telling me LeBron James carries himself in the league the same way he did when he was 23, 24, 25, or 26, you are lying to the audience. You're lying.
How am I lying? He still does it. He
No,
literally still does it.
I'm going to go, Alan, does LeBron carry himself in the league today the same way he did when he was 24, 25, 26 years old?
Nah, but that's not
And
the
have
same
not
type of
all the
thing.
people the people who are now foreign players that used to hate on LeBron, have they not all now professed their respect for LeBron?
Yes,
20
but I
years
don't think.
later.
We can't.
I think
Okay, but
20 years later and
he
two, but
matured. He matured
LeBron's
and he
disrespect came
changed.
from not winning.
I don't agree with bringing up LeBron. I
LeBron's
agree.
disrespect came from
Come
not
on, bro.
winning
Come
and
on,
joining the
bro.
super teams
Come
and
I
on,
not
agree
bro.
with
winning.
Come
Farrell
on, bro.
on
Come on,
LeBron.
bro. Come on, bro.
Who's disrespecting? What players
The
in the
entire
league
Celtics
disrespecting
roster.
LeBron
Let's start
about
there.
You're still
about
disrespecting.
wait, no, let me
No, they
land my
don't. No, they
question. Let me
don't.
land my
Rondo
question.
won
Let
a
me land my
chip with him.
question.
Paul Pierce
Let me
says
land
he's
my
the GOAT
question.
now.
Let me
And
land my
KG says
question.
I can't hate on him no more.
That came from winning. They didn't respect LeBron because he was joining the super team.
Y'all
All
are
the
having
respect came after he
selective
started
memory,
winning.
bro. Y'all are having y'all are
What
Let
did
me
they
say
say?
this.
y'all
Let
are
me say
sipping
this.
the media Kool-Aid
Hold on,
so
hold on, hold on, hold on,
hard,
hold on, hold
What
on.
did they
Oh
say?
my
What did
Hold
they
on.
say about LeBron about the playing on the sideline? I'm talking about players in the league at the time. What did they
Joakim
say?
Noah.
Wait,
Joakim
let me say
Noah.
something quick. Let me say
What
What
did
something
he
about
quick.
say?
Joe? Who cares what Joakim says, man?
Hold on, hold on.
Nah,
Let me
he's
say
just-
No,
something.
but
that's an extension.
Who
I
cares
wonder
what
what he said
Tyrese
about it.
Halliburton says?
No, I want to know what Joakim Noah
Giannis
said
does.
about it.
That's
Who cares
his
what Montrezl?
contemporary.
So Joakim Noah wasn't LeBron's contemporary at the time?
Joakim Noah was a rival.
Who cares what
I
Montrezl
want
Harrell says? Like you see how y'all picking and
No.
choosing? Like
we're not picking and choosing. I disagree with Andre on those points. But what did Joakim Noah say about LeBron playing on doing all that stuff on the sidelines? That wasn't from a direct
What?
sense of disrespect to himself. What did he say?
what?
Because
It
if you
wasn't.
doing if you doing
Yo,
that,
Paul,
I'm
they're bugging,
on this
right?
sideline, I feel
Paul, they're
disrespect.
bugging, right?
I expect
Do I
Joakim
need to go
Noah
get
to
the
say
clip?
something.
Do I need to go get the clip? Because
Let-
y'all
What
let-
did
let-
he say? What
wilding
did
out.
he say?
Tell Alan what he said, man. Because he asked. He been asking.
Yo, this man said, nah, I don't respect all that clown and nonsense. He's not taking the game seriously. He doesn't have respect for his opponents. You're up in the
Joakim
game, man.
Noah-
Why are you doing all that nonsense, bro? That's
Like
the
Dwight
news.
Howard on the sideline.
He was doing that while kicking Joakim Noah's butt. Of course, Joakim Noah felt disrespected about that.
Here's the thing, right? Let me say this.
What you want Joakim Noah to say? Joakim
Hold on,
Noah
let me
said that from a place of being mad. He wasn't saying that to say that. He was saying that because
But yo, but renting a but that's when you here's the thing when someone's beating you, right? What
and they dance on the sidelines, you'll get
no,
mad.
but yo,
and you
but
wanna say
again,
some
it
nonsense
speaks
like that.
it speaks to character, right? How you behave when you're winning and how you behave when you're losing. Being a sore winner loses you respect. Being a sore loser loses you respect. So it's still a comparable scenario. How you act in certain moments speaks volumes of you. In that moment, how LeBron James was acting
LeBron in that time.
But
Who's disrespecting
But
LeBron
you understand
at
there's
that
a
time?
difference
In what
between
tangible way?
there's a difference between losing respect and active disrespect.
But this is what I keep saying. We should move off this because we're gonna go in a circle because I'm gonna say it once more. Y'all are acting as if the two are disconnected. Disrespect often occurs once people lose respect for you. And
Right.
then how you act once that's the scenario affects how that changes or not. Once people have lost respect for you and they begin to disrespect you, how you respond to that disrespect either gains you respect that you lost or further loses respect and perpetuates the disrespect.
And
So
what-
y'all point about him being disrespected for years, clearly his behavior has done nothing to address that. If anything, everyone has doubled down. That is a fact. You can't debate that. That's all I'm saying.
Because you're doubling down, right? Right? Doubling down on what? That means, and our point is, he was never respected. It's not like they lost. It's not like he had the respect and then he lost it.
Address my point about what happens when you're in that scenario. Address my point when you're in that scenario. Sure. Let's say the disrespect was unwarranted. It came from nowhere. Again, once you're in a situation of disrespect, how you act either gains you respect or further gets people to double down. So if we start just from the point where people start disrespecting him, clearly 4 years, none of his behavior has garnered him any of that respect that people didn't have. No one has come around. The disrespect has not stopped. You want to say it hasn't escalated, at least to stay consistent. We have to account for that. Something is the reason for that. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. But I'm not. I don't know. I don't know that it's his behavior. I'm not going to sit here and be like his behavior is the contributing factor.
I don't think it escalated.
So
it didn't
let me
escalate.
Let me say this quick.
I'm saying even if it's not escalation, it stay consistent.
Because here's the thing.
He hasn't moved anybody off their pivot in terms of
circles,
disrespecting him.
This man has won DPOYs, like you said. This man has won MVPs. This man has a chip. If anything, it should be scaling upwards. I don't know why it's not.
Right. You just isolated every other element that it could be that should get him respect, and yet still. So what else could it be?
His style of play.
Exactly. Listen. What else, Andre? If all those things are true, what else could it possibly be?
Run and dunk, man. So listen. Okay. Let me say this, right? Here's my problem with you with this argument. Hold on. Let me say this. This is my problem with your argument, Pharaoh. You're saying things as if they are facts when unless you have an insider, you nor I could prove that what we're saying is facts.
But y'all are agreeing. I'm agreeing with y'all point that he's being disrespected. Y'all kept telling me how much the ball thing was a disrespect. No, he's been very disrespected.
No, Pharaoh,
I'm saying if you go with that narrative.
Pharaoh, let me finish. Right? Yes, you're agreeing that with us that there is disrespect. But you're saying that it's because of how he moves and how he acts as an NBA player and all-time great in his prime.
I think that's a contributing factor, a strong one. And
Wait,
the evidence.
So now you're changing the argument.
No, I'm just saying that my whole thing, because I'm not really trying to stand 10 toes on this. My whole thing, but because y'all pushed me in a corner, I was defending my points. My real thesis is that the evidence is beginning to amount coming into another year with more comments like this. I believe the evidence is beginning to amount that this may be the reason why. Because to Andre's point, everything else that matters in a superstar's career that should get you respect, he's done it. Right? It's the same thing KD argues about all the time where he's like, everything that should say I'm a top 3, I'm a GOAT character, I've done. I don't know why people don't think me like that. And we all know the reason why, right? The evidence has mounted up through 3 teams now, 3 trades of what the reason is. People feel like you run from the grind. Giannis is not run from the grind. Giannis is a good family man, and he's done all the winning things. So there's only so many more things it could be. Like,
I mean, all right, listen, here's the thing. You say that there's only so many things it could be. I say it's a style of play. I really believe it's 100%.
I will concede maybe that theory is one that competes with mine. Sure.
Right. Sure. So that's all I'm saying though. Like I'll
concede to that.
Yeah, we can't prove what we're saying, but we can't act like what we're saying is fact unless we know people.
No,
unless we got people that's connected to Giannis.
But I guess my point is, do y'all disagree that there's evidence mounting for my argument?
I do disagree with that. Yeah, because
I disagree with that.
Yeah, because
there's no support that maybe the reason is behavior. Maybe there's nothing that points to that at all.
He has not acted in any way, in my opinion, that's unbecoming of an NBA superstar in this modern era. Not in one way.
On modern
era. There are so many instances
so he moves
that
like
are comparable to everything to everything you named, where you could look at somebody else in the last 25 years and said, "Oh, this superstar did that. This superstar did something worse. This
25 years is 3 eras." So we're gonna talk about his era. Start from 2010. Name another superstar that's moved like him since 2010.
Since 2010 is disingenuous because that's too. You're gonna ignore that much of the history of the game.
But you said this era.
All right. I'm talking about modern. Okay, how about this in the social media era?
I'm still jacking that's 2010. Like
2010.
Exactly. So name another superstar that's moved like him since 2010. You can't.
The coach killer thing.
I'll put that aside.
James Harden.
I'll concede that. I'll concede that. I'll put that aside. James Harden has moved like Giannis.
Dwight Howard.
Hold on. It's never going to be apples to apples.
Trey, I'm glad you said that. Dwight Howard is correct. Is Dwight Howard not disrespected because of his behavior?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not because of his behavior concerning basketball.
No, it's both. It is both.
It's both. It's both.
We can't lie. It's both.
I'm so happy you said that. It took us the whole career to come to that conclusion, and that's why I'll concede that we still have a lot of time to go with Giannis. So I may be projecting and predicting, but I'm just pointing out that we may look back in 5 to 10 years and look at this period of his prime and be like, yeah, that's why people didn't respect him because he moved funny. Right when Dwight Howard became an All-Star
No.
and an MVP candidate in 08, how he moved with the Rockets, and then how he moved with the Magic, and then how he moved with the Lakers and the Rockets, that determined how the end of his career went, and then him getting disrespected with no top 75. His behavior on and off the court contributed to his disrespect. And I'm saying if we see two consistent themes of disrespect and this behavior, if this continues, y'all are gonna be forced to start acknowledging that maybe that's the reason, and we can leave it there. We can leave it there.
All right, let's move on to the next.
Because Giannis is still. I think Giannis is great still. Like
Dwight Howard was great. Dwight
Howard was falling off.
No, but it happened in the prime of his career.
When all those criticisms started.
That Lakers Rockets era of his is when the death knell of disrespect got put in the prime of his career. That's why he ended up in Atlanta.
You call that the prime?
I mean,
no, come on, man. Come on.
We can't equate the words prime and peak, right? Just because if your prime peaks at the beginning of your prime and you only get worse for your prime, that doesn't mean that your prime is the singular year you peaked. You have
literally started at that time.
No, but what I'm saying is a prime is a period of time, so we can't take the singular year that he peaked and be like that was his prime. That was the beginning of his prime. Doing that. The beginning of his prime. His prime lasted until he left the Rockets. He was still an all-star until he left the Rockets. That was his prime. That was his prime.
Off once he hit
he got worse. Yo, he got worse. Getting worse doesn't mean you're out of your prime. LeBron James is worse than he was in 2012. Is he out of his prime?
That's a whole other episode.
Steph Curry, is he out of his prime?
This is the best he's ever been the last 3 years.
And yet he's not winning MVPs, right? But
individually,
that's a whole other can of worms. I'm just saying the first year you get worse does not mean your prime is over. That's not how prime works.
I understand that, but he literally started to plummet after he once he hit
the Rockets. After the
once he hit the Lakers,
he was an all-star in Houston. What are you talking about?
What do you mean he was an all-star?
It was not a rap when he was on the Lakers. He was an all-star as a Laker. What are you talking about? It was not a rap.
He was living off of his name. It was a rap. His injuries, that literally made him a worse player started.
I'm not going to stay here and have to pull up Dwight Howard's numbers on the Lakers and the Rockets. If you think he was washed by the time he was on the Lakers, you're just wrong. And you're just going to have to do that research on your own. People in the comments, if you want to do the research, you can educate this man. Dwight Howard was not washed by the time he got traded to the Lakers. You're out of your mind. Anyway, the other big tone setter I thought for this season.
You talking about when he was with Kobe?
Yes. The Lakers Rockets era.
You thought he was talking about the second Lakers did?
What?
No.
What?
He was watched when he got there the first time.
Oh, okay.
He's going to pull up his numbers and see that Dwight Howard averaged 18 and 14 or 18 and 12. And it's going to try to tell me that's washed. Even if it's 16 and 11, that's not washed, period. Anyway, Dante DiVincenzo bringing energy to the season. Talking that good-ish with Tom Thibodeau and Rick Brunson. React. How is that setting the tone for the season? I think people are Aggie this season. I think people have bones to pick this season.
Yeah, he was washed.
All right.
He was washed.
Paul, what you think about Dante doing all that mess to your team? Got in your faces.
Man.
Talking to y'all crazy. How you feel about that?
That made me want him on the team.
That's a fact. I was dead like that. And honestly, all that solidified for me was that we shouldn't have lost that boy.
He averaged 17 and 12.
Who?
Washed.
Dwight?
What? Oh my God. Because I couldn't let you get that off without context for the fans, but y'all keep going. I just want y'all to know this man looked at these stats and said, watch. The man averaged 17 and 12 on 58% from the field. Keep going.
How many games did he even play that year?
76. Please shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. He played 76 games and averaged 18 and 13 on 60%. Shut up forever. Go on, please.
What was he doing the season before that? Wasn't he doing 25 and 12?
No, he was doing 20 and 14 on 57% and only played 54 games in his so-called peak on the Magic. But
interesting.
Neither here or there. Mind you, he went to the Rockets. Mind you, he went to the Rockets and his point. Mind you, he went to the Rockets and his point went up. And the Rockets, he averaged 18 during 71 games and 12 rebounds on 62% from the field. And
I
y'all
think
tell me
we
this
could
man was wrong.
acknowledge when a man is going through injuries, that plague is that whole era that he's like, come on.
He played 70 plus games every season that I'm talking about.
Was that not
Shut
the same
up.
era where injuries were playing him?
No, that's what I'm saying. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, he
Shut
was-
up
he was
He
forever.
playing
literally had back injuries when he was on the
He was
Lakers.
playing with injuries. He was
He's
playing with
Absolutely.
injuries.
It's okay. It's not his prime.
Played 70 games and put up
After
15
that?
and 12. Yes.
After,
He hurt his back with the Lakers in 2012. He got surgery. He should have got surgery, but he didn't. That season, he played 76 games hurt. He averaged 17 and 13. The next year, he still had a back injury. He played 71 games with the Rockets. He averaged 18 and 13 on 60%. The year after that, he got the surgery, came back halfway through the season, played 41 games, played 16 and 10. The year after that, he played 71. That's when he began to really go down because then he averaged only 14 and 11, 14 and 12.
he was
And
literally
that
going
was the
down
end.
the whole time.
And I'm
You literally
saying,
named
and
them
I'm
the
saying the death knell of his disrespect was between 2012 and 2015, where he played 70 games a year and averaged 18 and 14. So please stop.
They could
Dante
only start to
Dante
disrespect him at that time for a
DiVincenzo.
reason.
Dante DiVincenzo. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. What was that reason? Giannis, stay tuned. Allen, Dante DiVincenzo.
Giannis is
Allen, Dante
You're
DiVincenzo.
wild. Wait. Just refresh my memory. What was the disrespect I was getting at the time? Just only because I seriously do not remember.
We're done. We're not relitigating Dwight
I'm
Howard's
hungry.
career.
I got it.
Y'all clearly disagree. It's fine. We'll come back to this because I'm gonna keep tracking that man's behavior and his level of respect in the league.
Well, I was dead ass asking because I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, Dante DiVincenzo. I literally do not remember. I can't remember it. But Dante DiVincenzo. Oh yeah, that was fire. he was talking crazy to Rick Brunson. All people actually, but it came out that he was talking about Tom Thibodeau. He said so.
Tom Thibodeau. That makes sense.
And then Rick Brunson defended Tibbs. And
Yeah,
that's
Rick
when
Brunson
they started.
defended
Oh,
Tibbs.
that's why. That makes sense.
I like that on both sides though, because obviously for Dante DiVincenzo, he clearly got a chip on his shoulder. I think he's really mad about this trade. He obviously doesn't want to say he's not, but I feel like he's mad about it. I think he was excited to play with his boys. It was going to be the Villanova Knicks, and they ended up trading him. And he just signed a 4-year deal, and they traded him within 1 year. So I think it's setting the tone for him. He's like telling himself that he's playing with a team that wants him. And listen, man, go back and get it in blood, bro. Like, do your thing with the Timberwolves. I like the Timberwolves. It's a new look team, huh?
He went off that game. Well, he
He
didn't
went
go off
off
like Anthony Edwards, but he did have a really good game.
Yeah, so go get it back in blood. I love it. I love seeing that kind of like energy, especially for a guy like him, because he's a really nice player and he's really going to show you could do. And he's out to show the league that he's not just some role player, but he's a lethal shooter and he could really do some things in this league. And for the Knicks, I kind of like seeing Rick Brunson get in his face like that. Like it's like, yeah, protect your boy. You know what I mean?
No, I'm
so setting the tone all around. The Knicks, I feel like the Knicks is just gonna be a real like tight knit group. I feel like the team chemistry is there already. It feels like everyone, somebody somehow loves Cat already over there. So it's gonna be a team chemistry thing for the Knicks. We're gonna see.
Let's go next.
I mean, I didn't say all that, but yeah.
I'm saying all that.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, let's go Knicks.
He said, let's go Knicks.
Oh. Well, listen, man. No, honestly, that just made me want him back on the team very bad.
No, dead ass. No, dead ass. I was like, he belongs here.
Like
he doesn't belong in Minnesota.
That's why we love him here. That is what we need on the. Well, I don't know if we need it still, but like,
no, you know what I loved about it?
It's tough.
We had basically our entire starting lineup go down, and in the last game when everyone else was sitting up, this man was still going out there getting 30.
Yes, he was. Him and Alec Burks.
That's a fact. And I'm like, listen, this is the kind of player I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm glad we got Cat. It still pissed me off that we lost him.
I mean, listen, I gotta separate my emotion from. Look, I want a chip. None of my teams have won a chip in my life. All right, this is the first time this man he's still looking for ammo for his argument. This man found. Look,
I wasn't asking to
You see his
argue. I was like really asking. I wasn't asking like in an
You see
argument
his
way.
eyes?
I was there asking.
No, he's not. He's not even paying attention to the show anymore.
I
Anyway,
am. Get your stuff off it. That man disrespected your bench, not mine.
listen. All I'm saying is
In your home court.
That's
he's
a
a
fact.
Nick. He's still a Nick. It doesn't
That's
hurt,
a fact.
man. He's still a Nick.
Like,
He's still a
listen,
look.
we still family. Man's just hurt. I
Thirsty.
understand.
Look, if I
He's supposed to be an op now.
That's
not
not what
an
happened.
op.
He's not.
He would
hot.
have to do a lot
So
to be an op.
so if y'all meet the Timberwolves in the playoffs, he's not an op.
No,
In the play, you mean the
we made him
finals?
in the finals.
That's the only time you would meet him,
At
Dodos.
that point, if that happens, which could happen, if that happens, now it's different. Well, all I'm gonna say is this, right? I want a chip, right? I have to understand the business of the game. I got to separate my emotion from the game and understand that you're not getting cat for straight up for Julius Randle, just off of cachet, not talent necessarily, not talent, not stats, but just off of cachet. Cat is a bigger name than Julius Randle. Julius Randle been slept on as a talent for years, since the whole time he's been on the Knicks. He's been slept on. So at the end of the day, you had to do it. You had to give somebody of value to Minnesota if you wanted to get the deal done. And I rather have Julius off of the team than keeping Dante on the team.
That GM was playing chess, not checkers. That was a really good move by him.
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not mad, and it just shows that he still wants to be here. His heart's still here. That's all it is.
We got to go get him back. We got to go save him.
Oh no! Next year we got to get him back.
The man popped nonsense to your whole franchise,
and we respected him for it.
In your Madison Square Garden,
and we respect him for
it. Y'all saying, "Oh, we need him back." That's crazy.
We don't need him back.
Couldn't be me.
We don't need him. We want him.
A former player couldn't come in my court and talk crazy to us, and I'd be like, "Oh, that was so cool."
All right.
If Lamar Odom was talk crazy to the Lakers when he was on the Mavs, you wouldn't feel it.
I won 3 chips with Lamar Odom. It's a difference.
Oh, here we go.
That man was on crack.
Here's the Lakers.
Dante had 1 good playoffs for y'all, and y'all saying he could never disrespect you ever again in life. It's a difference. Lamar Odom, I won 3 rings with. Calm down.
Let's just let the record show Knicks fans are not as harsh as they say we are. You see how much love we have? You know how much love we have?
Robert Sacre could not come talk shit in the Staples Center and get love.
That man was more important to us than Robert Sacre was to you.
Okay, who played well for us in the playoffs but didn't win a chip for us? Steve Blake could not come pop shit in the Staples Center and get love.
Did Steve Blake win a chip?
Was not.
No.
You gotta understand, Dante was like the
pick whatever play. Right,
Shannon Brown.
No, Andre, don't.
Second best player on a playoff team for the Lakers that didn't win a chip. The second best player on a playoff team that didn't win a chip.
It's a hard scenario. I understand, but this is why the Knicks are different. It's not just about talent. It's not just about
because y'all don't win anything. So those players
it's because
are significant in your history.
Because of how we play.
No, it's because players.
Culture we
you having players that play well in the playoffs.
You're sold out your culture to LeBron James.
Okay, I'm gonna say again.
End the podcast.
Y'all form fond memories of players that play well in the playoffs for y'all because that's all the fond memories you have. I can't even think of players that play well for us that didn't win.
My chip.
I can't even think of them.
Sweeter than any chip you ever got.
Steve Blake is the best I got. He played pretty well.
Will be so much. My chip. Oh my goodness, diabetes. I'm telling you right now. Sweet chip.
This is gonna be such a good clip. I have to mark this. I have to write this down and post it. Episode 62. He said.
Speaking of which, I am hungry.
All right. Final thoughts on the tone of the season.
Why at the end of this podcast episode does my algorithm show me Giannis getting attacked?
Wait, what?
Attack? What do you mean attack?
Attack.
Like at the rim?
He just got attacked for pushing Josh Giddey.
He got a tech?
Oh,
Yeah.
a tech.
A technical foul.
preseason. No, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me tight, Giannis. Don't make my second
Emergency
Don't get
episode 59, episode 62. I got a good list going here. And Paul, don't forget that you still owe me 100.
No, I know. I didn't forget. I made a bet. Although technically speaking, the best player went down, and that's why they didn't make it. But I'm gonna still give it to you though, because I said I'm gonna do it.
Bail packages all around.
That's a bail package.
applications.
The
Bail
best player goes that. Wow.
Bail
All right, whatever.
applications.
I made the promises. Whatever.
This man said, "I'm not a flight risk. Let me go home."
That's funny.
Come on.
All right, as happens often with us because we
Oh,
love.
wait, we forgot a tone thing. Paul George is out.
We can do injuries on Saturday because there's a bunch of injuries that I want to talk about. I want to talk about Kawhi. I want to talk about Paul George. I want to talk about Joel Embiid.
Kawhi
no
conversation is gonna be
back-to-backs.
crazy.
Yeah, I want to talk about Lonzo coming back. I want to talk about a lot of injuries.
I heard Perk said Kawhi got to retire.
Low key, Luka is hurt to start the season. Like, there's a lot going on.
Is he or does he just not want to do training camp?
No, they said Luka coming back today. Or say it was his first practice or something.
You see what I'm saying?
That man walked into the practice facility and blew a hookah.
Where's Michael Finley when you need him, man?
yo, that's the funniest. Oh my god,
that's his worst enemy.
Man said, "Give me that." We're going to the finals.
His worst enemy.
Oh man!
All right, if that's like I was saying, y'all got an hour out of us as tends to get because we love giving you this content. Heavy clips from this episode. Post in the comments your reactions, your thoughts to what the tone of the NBA season is as we start. We'll be back at you on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. on IG and YouTube. Check out for our clips. This is Fast Breaks. We out. Light it up.
Hold on, wait a second. I had the Mets game on the phone. Wait. My fault. My fault. Wait. Say that again.
Light it up. Go Liberty.
Shout out to the New York Liberty for getting their first chip.
Let's go.
By the time
job's not finished.
Yeah, by the time
finished, let's go.
I'm telling you, people gonna see this and they already got the chip. I'm telling you.
We getting there.
Peace.
Come on. It's Fast Breaks. Listen. We back with another one.
Fast breaks, yeah, we coming with the takes. Never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights. Man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands. We run 3-man weeks, Paul, Dre, and Allen, yeah. Way more than a fan. We got love for the game. We don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm the run the fast break. Throw me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break. Throw me the outlet.